What's up? What's up? I'm Zoe Johnson, the producer of Dance for Wellness, and I'm right now with a superstar, a great instructor, Courtney Danforth. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good. How are you doing?
Really? I'm good. You've been with us from the beginning. You started you started with Actors Lab.
Yep.
Yeah. So you've been in the trenches to theater.
Mm-hmm.
How has that been for you, transitioning from one thing to the next?
It's been really cool. It seems like it feels like I was with the program when it was a baby, and I've kind of watched it just grow into this beautiful thing. And I've been with these kids from 3rd grade through 5th grade. So I've also been able to grow as a teacher along with these kids who are growing into artists, performing artists.
Yeah.
So it's been really cool. I've never really had that experience in my life where I've been with a company to kind of like watch it grow as well.
Yeah.
And to kind of watch that impact it's having on kids.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you're from the East Coast, right?
I am, yeah.
And Courtney is a wonderful actress as well, and she can sing too. She's a very great vocalist. What made you get into acting?
I was always the shy wallflower, and I had been watching these like actresses on movies. I mean, my whole life, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be like that. I really want to be like that. And it wasn't until in my early to mid 20s that I took my first acting class, and it just completely broke me out of my shell.
Yeah, absolutely.
I felt like I could be who I wanted to be. I just gained more confidence that way, and I had wished that I had had that acting class when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something I would have done a lot earlier.
Yeah.
So it just followed me, and
just stay with you.
Yeah, I moved out to the West Coast, land of opportunities, and
boom, here we go.
Yeah.
There's a quick question for you. Like, would you just said the thing you said you wish you could have done it younger? How has this been so impactful for the kids that you've been seeing so far? What does this do for kids' confidence, who they are as just kids? What does it do for kids?
I have seen our acting classes change these kids. I have seen wallflowers kind of like similar to me who have just completely shined on stage.
Absolutely.
A lot of times, like when you first get these kids, they're very like scared to open up. It is a scary thing to kind of perform. Yeah. And to see someone who was once so afraid, like kind of like a closed rosebud, and to have them like finally open up on that stage and become a complete like flower. It's just to see them bloom. It's really beautiful, and it's something that I wish. I wish I had when I was a kid. Yeah. So we have seen that. We've also seen the opposite, where there's been kids who act up, but they kind of start to hone in a little bit. They start to improve their focus. So it really is a life-changing thing. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. I seen you do your job. You're a wonderful teacher.
Thank you.
What plays have you done so far?
Oh my gosh, we've done. We started with Elf Jr., then we've done Willy Wonka Jr., Lion King Jr., and now we are doing the Addams Family.
Ooh.
Yeah. We've had a lot of fun plays.
Yeah. It's funny because, Courtney's so short, and sometimes
I'm not. I'm like 6 foot.
and sometimes it was one incident when someone actually thought you were a kid in the school.
Oh, right? All the time. It still happens.
Yeah. So that's the beauty of just looking young. You can probably still play 18 with no problem.
I do. Yeah. I actually do.
Yeah.
I hope I can ride that out longer.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say thank you so much, because you've been such a blessing to the company for Dance for Wellness.
Oh, thank you.
Maria loves you. Everybody loves you because you're so good. And every instructor have their unique thing about them, and you're super unique and very patient. Yeah. And I remember she used to hold it down in Actors Lab by herself. I
did. I was by myself.
Yeah, by herself, hold it down, and she worked it. But I see you being super patient with the kids, and they started to trust you. And you got them to open up a lot more. What's the biggest thing for you that you feel the most that you get joy from with helping kids?
Oh my gosh, they bring me joy every day. Every day they show up, just like in person, and they show up performance-wise. I would say the biggest moment of joy is after that final performance that we have.
Absolutely.
And the kids are just on that performer's high, kind of like a runner's high. They're just on that high level, and just to see that, oh my gosh, I contributed to that.
You did
and
that.
And I'm on that high too when they're after they're done performing. Just to see my students having overcome that stage fright, anxiety, and to put on an amazing show.
And to get courage, they feel good.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Well, Courtney, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such an honor to interview Courtney. Zoe Johnson, producer for Dance for Wellness, Miss Courtney. Y'all stay tuned.